Let me ask you something. Who are you really? Are you the kind of person who needs others to validate you, to tell you who you are? Or are you the type who stands strong, knowing full well that you have value, even if the world doesn't always recognize it? We live in a world that's constantly trying to get us to compete for attention. But I'm telling you right now, don't beg for it. Don't waste your time pleading for others to see you, to acknowledge you, to make you feel important. Because the truth is, if you need to beg for it, it isn't real. Attention that's forced or chased is temporary. It fades, it leaves you empty. But self-worth, now that's something no one can take from you. Focus on becoming someone who's so good, so talented, so true to themselves that people can't help but notice. Let your skills, your drive, your dedication speak louder than any words you could say to get attention. And believe me, the right people will notice. There's a calm, quiet confidence in knowing your own worth. And when you know your worth, you'll respect yourself enough not to throw yourself at people who don't appreciate it. So work on yourself, build yourself up, and remember that the world is full of noise. You don't need to add to it by screaming for attention. Just shine and let that light draw the right people to you. You don't need to beg for attention to prove you matter. Knowing your worth isn't about arrogance or showing off. It's about recognizing and embracing your true value. It's understanding that you don't need to twist yourself into someone else's version of worthy because you already hold that power within you. When you know your worth, you understand that respect isn't something you need to beg for. It's something you command through your presence, your actions, and your principles. People who truly know their worth walk through life with a certain calmness, a quiet strength. They don't feel the need to justify who they are to anyone because their value isn't dependent on someone else's opinion. They've built themselves up from the inside out, and they carry a kind of unshakable confidence. They don't need to plead for someone's approval or acceptance. Knowing your worth is also about boundaries. When you understand your value, you set standards for yourself and others. You're able to say no to people in situations that don't align with what you deserve. You don't accept mistreatment or disrespect because you understand that you're worthy of better. And when you live with that level of self-respect, the right people and opportunities find their way to you. Knowing your worth means being able to walk away from anyone or anything that doesn't see it without losing sleep, without feeling inadequate. You're not looking for someone to validate you. Instead, you're building and living the life that aligns with your worth. It's not about what you do or what you have. It's about who you are and what you believe you deserve. When you know your worth, you're a magnet for respect, and you'll attract those who recognize, celebrate, and appreciate you for exactly who you are. Respecting yourself is a profound act that shapes every area of your life. It means treating yourself with the same care and dignity that you would offer to someone you truly admire. It's about understanding that you are worthy of kindness, patience, and compassion, not only from others, but most importantly, from yourself. When you respect yourself, you set a standard for how you deserve to be treated. You don't allow others to cross your boundaries or diminish your value because you understand that respect begins with you. Self-respect is about more than just demanding fair treatment. It's about embodying the qualities that earn that respect from others and yourself. It means committing to your own growth, holding yourself accountable to a higher standard, and making choices that align with your integrity. Self-respect also means caring enough to make decisions that honor your values, even when it's not easy. It's about saying no when something isn't right for you, even if it means facing discomfort or standing alone. It's valuing your time, energy, and well-being so deeply that you won't compromise them for the approval of others. Self-respect creates a sense of inner security, a deep-rooted confidence that doesn't waver based on anyone else's opinion. You stop needing validation because you're grounded in your own worth. Respecting yourself also means acknowledging your flaws and past mistakes without allowing them to define you. It's recognizing that you are a work in progress and giving yourself the grace to grow without judgment. When you respect yourself, you let go of harsh self-criticism. Instead, you choose self-acceptance, the ability to see yourself honestly and still recognize your worth. You understand that respecting yourself involves giving yourself forgiveness, second chances, and encouragement. The world may not always validate or appreciate you, but self-respect is unwavering. It's a gift you give yourself, a foundation that you can stand on when things get tough. It's knowing deep down that you deserve to live in alignment with your values, to surround yourself with positivity, and to pursue the life you genuinely want. Self-respect reminds you that you are deserving of happiness, and it empowers you to seek it on your terms. Staying focused on your goals is about committing to your vision, even when distractions and challenges appear. It's choosing to keep your eyes on the path ahead, aware that every small step moves you closer to the life you've envisioned. When you have clear goals, they serve as a compass, guiding your actions, your decisions, and your time. To stay focused, it's essential to know why these goals matter to you. This understanding gives purpose to each action you take. When you're driven by purpose, you're less likely to be swayed by setbacks or opinions that try to pull you off course. Purpose gives you resilience, reminding you that your journey is worth the sacrifices, the hard work, and the patience it requires. Distractions are inevitable, and at times it's easy to feel tempted by what others are doing or achieving, but remember, your path is unique and your goals are rooted in your own dreams. Staying focused means you don't waste time comparing yourself to others. Instead, you're too busy working on what truly matters to you. When you focus on your goals, you're saying yes to your future and no to anything that doesn't align with it. Each day, the small habits, routines, and disciplines you build become stepping stones toward your dreams. It might feel repetitive, and at times, the progress may seem slow. But true focus requires patience. It's about understanding that success doesn't come overnight and that each effort you put in is building towards something greater. Staying focused also means knowing when to say no. Not every opportunity, invitation, or request deserves your time. When you have a clear goal, you become selective with your energy. You guard it, understanding that every moment spent on something unimportant is a moment taken away from your dreams. Staying focused means being intentional, making choices that reflect where you want to go, not just where you are right now. Ultimately, focus creates momentum. The more you work toward your goals, the more inspired you become to keep pushing forward. You'll begin to see the rewards of your commitment, the growth, the small victories, and the confidence that comes from knowing you're on the right path. And when you stay focused, you create a future that's not built on chance, but on choice, your choice to show up for yourself every single day, no matter what. Confidence is quiet because it doesn't need to announce itself to be known. True confidence is grounded in self-assurance and an inner peace that isn't dependent on outside approval. It's knowing who you are, what you're capable of, and trusting yourself without the need for validation. When you're genuinely confident, you don't feel the need to broadcast your accomplishments or seek attention because you're already secure within. Quiet confidence speaks through actions, not words. It's evident in how you carry yourself, how you treat others, and the calm way you handle challenges. Confident people don't feel the need to boast or prove themselves because they understand that their worth isn't determined by what others think. They focus on doing their best, not on making sure everyone sees it. This kind of quiet confidence is magnetic. It draws people in naturally because it reflects strength, self-respect, and maturity. Quiet confidence also gives you the ability to listen. When you're secure in who you are, you don't need to dominate conversations or seek constant attention. Instead, you can step back, observe, and learn. Confidence allows you to be open to other perspectives without feeling threatened because you know that other people's successes or opinions don't diminish your own. You don't have to prove yourself in every room you walk into. You're at ease with simply being there. Confident people take risks and make decisions without second-guessing themselves. They don't need to constantly seek reassurance from others because they trust their instincts. If they make a mistake, they learn from it and move on, knowing it doesn't define them. Quiet confidence brings a resilience that doesn't waver in the face of setbacks. It's the understanding that failure is part of growth and it doesn't shake your belief in yourself. Confidence is quiet because it's rooted in self-acceptance. When you're confident, you don't have to chase approval or modify yourself to fit in. You're already content with who you are. You embrace your strengths and weaknesses, understanding that confidence doesn't mean perfection, it means authenticity. And because of that, quiet confidence is steady, lasting, and unshakable. In a world that's constantly loud, seeking attention and validation, quiet confidence stands out. It commands respect and inspires others without ever needing to shout. It's a silent strength, a steady force that doesn't need the spotlight but still leaves a lasting impact. True confidence lets you walk through life with purpose, resilience, and dignity, knowing you are enough just as you are. Being true to yourself is one of the most courageous and liberating choices you can make. It's about living in alignment with who you really are, with your values, your dreams, and your beliefs, regardless of the pressures or expectations from the world around you. When you're true to yourself, you honor your authentic self instead of trying to mold yourself to fit into someone else's version of who you should be. It's a commitment to live honestly, fully, and unapologetically. Being true to yourself means listening to your own inner voice, even when it tells you things that are hard to hear or when it leads you down a path others might not understand. It requires courage to acknowledge your own needs, feelings, and desires without masking them or making them smaller for the comfort of others. It's a willingness to embrace your uniqueness and to accept the parts of yourself that may not fit in with the crowd. This kind of honesty can be uncomfortable at times, but it's the only way to build a life that genuinely fulfills you. It also means setting boundaries. When you're true to yourself, you respect your own limits and know when to say no. You don't overextend or compromise yourself for the sake of approval. Instead, you give yourself permission to stand firm, recognizing that it's better to disappoint others than to betray yourself. Boundaries become a natural part of your life because you understand that your time, energy, and well-being are worth protecting. Being true to yourself requires self-awareness. It involves reflecting on who you are and who you want to become without judgment. You have to know your values and what really matters to you. This self-knowledge becomes a guide helping you make decisions that are aligned with your deepest beliefs. When you know yourself, you're less likely to be swayed by outside opinions because you have a solid foundation. You're grounded in your truth, and that gives you the strength to move through life with clarity and purpose. Another important part of being true to yourself is letting go of the need for external validation. It's a shift from seeking approval outside to finding acceptance within. You no longer feel the need to prove yourself or adjust who you are to meet others' standards. Instead, you become comfortable in your own skin, understanding that self-worth comes from within, not from others. This sense of inner contentment allows you to be open and honest without fear of judgment or rejection. Being true to yourself also means embracing your imperfections. You're willing to see yourself clearly, including your strengths and weaknesses, without letting your flaws define you. You recognize that being authentic doesn't mean being perfect, it means being real. And in that realness, there is freedom to make mistakes, to learn, to grow, and to evolve. Living authentically allows you to create meaningful connections. When you're true to yourself, you attract people who appreciate you for who you really are, not for a mask you might wear. You're able to build relationships based on trust, openness, and honesty. There's no need to hide or pretend, and this creates a deeper level of connection. You're surrounded by people who understand you, support you, and encourage you to stay true to yourself. Being true to yourself is a lifelong journey, not a destination. It's a daily commitment to live with integrity, to trust yourself, and to honor your own path. It's the courage to face criticism, to embrace solitude when needed, and to stand strong even when the world around you disagrees. This authenticity allows you to live a life that's yours alone, one that is fulfilling, grounded, and deeply meaningful. Valuing your time is about recognizing that it's your most precious resource, one that cannot be replenished or replaced. When you truly understand the worth of your time, you become intentional about how you spend it, realizing that every minute you give to something is a minute you'll never get back. This awareness transforms the way you live, work, and relate to others, pushing you to use your time in ways that align with your values and priorities. Valuing your time means setting boundaries that protect it. Not every opportunity, invitation, or request deserves your attention, and when you value your time, you become selective. You learn to say no without guilt, knowing that declining one thing means saying yes to something that matters more. Setting these boundaries is an act of self-respect. It's recognizing that your time is as valuable as anyone else's and should be treated as such. This value also pushes you to be mindful of distractions. In a world filled with noise and endless forms of entertainment, it's easy to let hours slip away. But when you value your time, you become intentional about where your attention goes. You minimize distractions, focus on the present moment, and engage fully in whatever you're doing. Whether it's working on a project, spending time with loved ones, or enjoying a hobby, valuing your time means committing to being fully present. Valuing your time also requires self-discipline. It's about choosing activities that bring you closer to your goals and help you grow, rather than indulging in things that waste your time and energy. This discipline might mean working on personal projects, learning new skills, or investing in self-care, whatever brings you long-term fulfillment and helps you become the person you want to be. When you understand the importance of time, you no longer take it for granted, and you're willing to make sacrifices for a future that aligns with your dreams. Furthermore, valuing your time means surrounding yourself with people who respect it. It's about investing in relationships that are mutually enriching and fulfilling, not in those that drain or devalue you. You're mindful of the energy you bring into each relationship and seek out people who honor your time as much as you honor theirs. You understand that spending time with people who uplift, inspire, and genuinely care for you is an investment in your happiness and growth. Valuing your time also leads you to make intentional choices about rest and relaxation. Recognizing the need for balance, you understand that rest isn't wasted time, it's an essential part of being productive and happy. You give yourself permission to pause, recharge, and care for your mental and physical health, knowing that rest is what enables you to give your best to the things that matter most. This awareness of time's value encourages you to prioritize and plan. When you see time as limited, you focus on what truly matters. You start each day with intention, prioritizing tasks that align with your goals and eliminating those that don't serve you. You're thoughtful about your schedule, creating a life where your actions are a reflection of your values. It's about being in control rather than allowing the demands of the day to control you. At its core, valuing your time is about choosing a life of purpose over one of passivity. You don't let time slip by. Instead, you actively create the life you want to live. It's the realization that time is the currency of life. And when you spend it wisely, you're investing in a life that's meaningful, fulfilling, and fully your own. Earning respect rather than chasing it is a powerful approach to building self-worth, dignity, and meaningful relationships. True respect comes from consistently living by your principles, not by seeking approval or admiration from others. When you earn respect, it's a reflection of your authenticity, integrity, and actions. When you chase it, you risk losing sight of who you are, bending yourself to meet others' expectations rather than staying true to your own values. Earning respect starts with respecting yourself. When you hold yourself to high standards and stay grounded in your beliefs, others naturally recognize and appreciate that strength. You're less likely to compromise on what's important to you, and people notice when someone stands firm in their values. Self-respect also brings a quiet confidence. It shows in how you speak, how you carry yourself, and how you treat others. This quiet confidence draws respect from others because they see you are self-assured and do not rely on their validation to feel complete. Earning respect is about consistency. It's about showing up every day and living in alignment with your principles, regardless of who's watching. People respect consistency because it's a sign of reliability and trustworthiness. When you're consistent in your actions, people know where you stand and they come to see you as dependable. This kind of respect doesn't come overnight. It builds over time through the choices you make, especially in challenging situations. This approach also means being humble and open to growth. Respect isn't about projecting perfection. It's about demonstrating a willingness to learn and evolve. When you're humble enough to acknowledge your mistakes and learn from them, you earn the respect of those around you. People value honesty and humility. They respect those who are real and vulnerable rather than those who try to appear flawless. Being open to growth shows that you are grounded and secure in yourself, and that security is deeply admirable. Additionally, earning respect involves standing up for what is right, even when it's difficult. There may be moments when doing the right thing isn't popular, but standing by your principles shows integrity and strength. People respect those who are courageous enough to take a stand, even in the face of adversity or criticism. When you act out of conviction, rather than the desire for approval, others see that you're driven by something greater than the need to be liked. Earning respect means treating others with respect, regardless of their position or what they can offer you. It's about showing kindness and empathy, listening without judgment, and valuing people as individuals. When you treat others with dignity, you reflect a fundamental respect for humanity that people recognize and appreciate. This genuine respect for others speaks volumes about your character and inspires respect in return. Importantly, earning respect is also about holding yourself accountable. When you take responsibility for your actions and own up to your mistakes, people recognize that you are someone of integrity. It shows that you value honesty and are committed to growth. Accountability is a trait that naturally commands respect because it's rare and requires maturity and self-awareness. In contrast, chasing respect often leads to compromising your values or performing for others to gain approval. When you chase respect, you're at the mercy of others' opinions, constantly seeking affirmation rather than focusing on your true self. This chase can become exhausting and ultimately unfulfilling because it places your self-worth in the hands of others. Earning respect, however, is liberating. It allows you to live authentically and build a foundation based on your own principles, not the ever-changing expectations of those around you. When you focus on earning respect, you develop inner strength, resilience, and a sense of self that isn't easily shaken. The respect you earn is lasting and deeply rooted because it's based on who you are, not on who you're trying to be. This kind of respect doesn't depend on popularity or trends. It's built on character and authenticity, which never go out of style. Earning respect, rather than chasing it, enables you to cultivate a life that's true to you, with relationships that are genuine and fulfilling. It's about choosing depth over superficial approval and finding peace in knowing that you are valued for who you are. It's the foundation for a life of purpose, dignity, and strength. Finding your tribe means surrounding yourself with people who genuinely understand, support, and inspire you. Your tribe is a group of individuals who align with your values, share in your dreams, and uplift you when you need it most. They are the people who feel like home, the ones with whom you can be fully yourself, without judgment or pretense. Finding your tribe is not just about having friends, it's about building a community of people who help you grow, who challenge you, and who remind you of who you are at your core. One of the most important aspects of finding your tribe is knowing yourself. When you are clear about your values, interests, and goals, it becomes easier to recognize people who align with them. Your tribe will be made up of people who resonate with your authenticity and share your commitment to a certain way of life. It's essential to stay true to your own path, because only by being authentic can you attract those who genuinely fit. This self-awareness serves as a compass, guiding you toward the connections that will bring true value to your life. Finding your tribe often requires patience and openness. Real connections don't happen overnight. They develop gradually as you share experiences, have honest conversations, and reveal parts of yourself. Sometimes it's about being open to unexpected connections, as your tribe may include people you never initially thought you'd connect with. Building these bonds takes time, but the result is a group of people who are with you for the long haul, people you can rely on and who can rely on you in return. It also involves letting go of relationships that no longer serve you. Not everyone is meant to stay in your life forever, and holding on to people who don't uplift or inspire you can keep you from finding those who do. Letting go of incompatible relationships frees up space for new, meaningful ones to enter. Finding your tribe may mean parting ways with people who drain your energy, but it also means choosing connections that enrich your life and align with your growth. Your tribe will be there to support and encourage you through life's challenges. These are the people who cheer you on, who believe in you even when you doubt yourself. They see your potential and push you to pursue your goals and aspirations. They're the ones who remind you of your worth when you forget, and offer a listening ear or comforting presence in difficult times. With your tribe by your side, challenges feel less daunting because you know you're not facing them alone. Just as your tribe supports you, finding your tribe also means giving back. A true tribe is built on mutual respect, loyalty, and care. It's about being there for others in the same way they're there for you. You celebrate their successes, support them through failures, and give them the same understanding and empathy they offer you. This reciprocity strengthens the bonds you share and creates a sense of community that feels secure and reliable. Your tribe will also inspire and challenge you to grow. They'll encourage you to step outside of your comfort zone, to explore new perspectives, and to pursue dreams that may seem intimidating. A good tribe won't let you settle for less than your potential. They'll be honest with you, giving you the encouragement or constructive criticism you need to improve and reach new heights. Being surrounded by people who are equally passionate about growth keeps you motivated, inspired, and continuously evolving. Finding your tribe is about embracing shared experiences, whether it's through laughter, conversations, or simply spending time together. Shared experiences create bonds that are unique to each group. These experiences become memories that solidify the connections and create a history that strengthens your ties. Your tribe is there to celebrate the good times and to make even the mundane moments meaningful. Together, you create a sense of belonging that enriches every experience. When you find your tribe, you find a safe space. It's a place where you're accepted just as you are, without the need to impress or prove yourself. In a world that often demands conformity, your tribe allows you to be real and vulnerable. It's a place where you can express your thoughts, fears, and dreams openly, knowing they'll be met with understanding and acceptance. This sense of safety fosters a deeper level of connection and trust, allowing you to be fully yourself. Your tribe will also help you maintain perspective. They're the ones who remind you of your strengths when you're feeling low, and they'll keep you grounded when you're tempted to stray from your values. In moments of doubt, they bring clarity. In times of triumph, they celebrate with you. Your tribe keeps you anchored, ensuring that you stay true to who you are and where you're headed, even when the path gets challenging. In essence, finding your tribe is about building a support system that's rooted in genuine connection, shared values, and mutual respect. It's about surrounding yourself with people who lift you up, encourage you, and bring out the best in you. With your tribe, life feels richer, and every journey becomes more meaningful. These are the people who stand by you, who grow with you, and who make life's highs and lows worth experiencing together. Practicing self-love is a profound commitment to valuing, caring for, and nurturing yourself. It's about developing a deep appreciation for who you are at every level, your strengths, flaws, dreams, and imperfections. Self-love is not about arrogance or vanity. It's about having a respectful and compassionate relationship with yourself. It means honoring your own needs, setting boundaries, and embracing your journey in a world that often demands perfection. Self-love begins with self-acceptance. It's about recognizing that you are enough just as you are without the need for external validation. In a world that often encourages comparison, self-love is the powerful decision to celebrate your unique qualities and experiences. This acceptance doesn't mean you stop striving for growth, but it allows you to approach change from a place of self-compassion rather than self-criticism. You become your own ally, encouraging yourself through challenges rather than harshly judging your setbacks. A major part of self-love is taking care of your mental and physical well-being. This includes listening to your body, nurturing your health, and managing stress effectively. It's making sure that your needs are met, not just for survival, but for thriving. Prioritizing sleep, eating well, staying active, and finding activities that bring joy and relaxation are all acts of self-love. By treating your body and mind with respect, you build resilience and strength that support you through life's ups and downs. Self-love also means embracing vulnerability. It's about being gentle with yourself when you feel sad, anxious, or uncertain, and allowing yourself to experience these emotions without shame. Being human means experiencing a range of feelings, and self-love acknowledges this truth. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you give yourself permission to heal and grow. Instead of burying emotions, you create a space to process them, to learn from them, and to build a stronger, more compassionate relationship with yourself. Setting boundaries is another essential element of self-love. It's the practice of protecting your time, energy, and emotional well-being by being clear about what you will and will not tolerate. Healthy boundaries mean recognizing when something isn't right for you and being brave enough to say no. This might mean distancing yourself from negativity, protecting your mental space, or being firm in your own priorities. Boundaries are not about shutting people out. They're about creating a space where you can thrive. They're an affirmation that you value yourself and that your well-being matters. Self-love also involves self-forgiveness. It's about releasing the guilt, shame, or regret you may hold on to from past mistakes. We are all imperfect, and learning to forgive yourself is an essential part of personal growth. Self-forgiveness doesn't mean disregarding the past, but learning from it and allowing yourself to move forward. By forgiving yourself, you break free from the weight of regret and open yourself up to the possibility of new beginnings. Practicing self-love includes celebrating your successes, no matter how small. Too often we wait for big milestones to acknowledge our worth, but self-love means recognizing the value in everyday achievements. Whether it's accomplishing a task, taking a step toward a goal, or simply making it through a tough day, self-love involves honoring these moments as steps in your journey. Celebrating yourself reinforces a positive relationship with who you are and fuels your motivation to keep moving forward. A core aspect of self-love is speaking kindly to yourself. The words you use, even in your own mind, shape how you see yourself. Practicing self-love means cultivating a positive and supportive inner dialogue. When you make mistakes, you respond with understanding rather than criticism. When you face challenges, you remind yourself of your strength rather than your fears. By consciously choosing kind words, you build a mental environment that's nurturing and supportive. Self-love is also about allowing yourself to pursue your passions and interests without guilt. It's understanding that you deserve to spend time on things that bring you joy, fulfillment, and a sense of purpose. Whether it's a creative hobby, learning something new, or simply taking time to relax, honoring what makes you feel alive is an important aspect of self-love. By giving yourself permission to explore and grow, you cultivate a deeper, more fulfilling life experience. Self-love encourages you to surround yourself with positivity. This means building a circle of people who uplift, encourage, and respect you. It's about seeking out environments that nurture your growth and reduce stress. When you practice self-love, you're mindful of how your surroundings impact you, and you make conscious choices to cultivate positive influences in your life. This support system not only enhances your sense of self-worth, but also reinforces the belief that you are deserving of love and respect. Ultimately, self-love is a lifelong journey. It requires patience and dedication as you unlearn patterns of self-doubt and replace them with compassion and acceptance. It means constantly reminding yourself that you are deserving of care, kindness, and respect. Self-love is the foundation for a fulfilling life, empowering you to face challenges with resilience, celebrate joys with gratitude, and live each day in alignment with your true self. Through self-love, you build a life that reflects not just what you do, but who you are, honoring every part of yourself along the way. To rise above is to transcend limitations and challenges, both internal and external. It signifies an unwavering commitment to overcoming adversity and maintaining a steadfast resolve in the face of obstacles. This powerful mindset is not merely about enduring tough situations, it's about transforming them into opportunities for growth and self-discovery. When you choose to rise above, you embrace resilience and cultivate a tenacity that empowers you to navigate life's complexities with grace and determination. At the heart of rising above is the belief in your own strength and capabilities. This belief serves as a foundation that propels you forward, enabling you to face difficulties head-on rather than shying away from them. It is essential to recognize that everyone faces challenges. What differentiates those who rise above is their perspective. Instead of viewing obstacles as insurmountable walls, they see them as stepping stones on the path to personal development. But this shift in mindset can be transformative, allowing you to approach life's trials with a sense of curiosity and a willingness to learn. Rising above also involves cultivating emotional intelligence. This means being aware of your emotions, understanding how they influence your behavior, and recognizing their impact on your surroundings. When faced with adversity, it's easy to succumb to negative emotions such as fear, anger, or despair. However, rising above requires you to acknowledge these feelings without letting them dictate your actions. Instead, you can choose to respond with calmness and clarity, allowing reason to guide your decisions. By practicing emotional regulation, you empower yourself to act with intention and purpose, regardless of external circumstances. A critical component of rising above is developing a growth mindset. This perspective encourages you to see challenges as opportunities for learning and improvement rather than threats to your self-worth. With a growth mindset, failure is not seen as a dead end, but as a valuable lesson that informs your future efforts. This approach fosters resilience as it allows you to bounce back from setbacks with newfound insights and determination. When you embrace the belief that your abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work, you equip yourself with the tools needed to rise above any situation. Additionally, rising above requires you to let go of limiting beliefs. Often, these beliefs are deeply ingrained and can stem from past experiences, societal expectations, or negative self-talk. They create a mental barrier that can prevent you from reaching your full potential. To rise above, it's vital to identify these beliefs and challenge their validity. This process may involve reflecting on your past experiences, questioning the narratives you've internalized, and reframing your thoughts to align with your aspirations. By dismantling these mental constraints, you open yourself up to new possibilities and a broader vision of what you can achieve. Surrounding yourself with a supportive network is also crucial when rising above challenges. The people you choose to be around can significantly influence your mindset and resilience. A positive support system can provide encouragement, accountability, and perspective when you face difficulties. They can remind you of your strengths and help you see beyond your immediate struggles. It's important to cultivate relationships that inspire and uplift you, as these connections can serve as a source of strength and motivation during tough times. Conversely, distancing yourself from toxic or negative influences can create space for healthier dynamics that foster growth. Taking proactive steps toward your goals, even in the face of adversity, is another key aspect of rising above. This requires setting clear objectives and developing a plan of action, even when the path forward feels uncertain. Small, consistent actions can create momentum and lead to significant progress over time. By focusing on what you can control and committing to taking steps toward your aspirations, you reinforce your agency and demonstrate to yourself that you have the power to shape your own destiny. Additionally, practicing self-compassion is essential in the journey to rise above. It's important to treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during challenging times. This means acknowledging that it's okay to struggle and that setbacks are a natural part of life. When you practice self-compassion, you create a safe space for yourself to feel, reflect, and regroup without harsh judgment. This approach fosters resilience and allows you to recover more effectively from difficulties, reinforcing your ability to rise above them. In your journey, you may encounter setbacks that seem insurmountable. However, resilience is cultivated through these experiences. Each time you face adversity and choose to rise above it, you strengthen your ability to handle future challenges. This resilience becomes a powerful asset, equipping you with the skills and confidence to tackle whatever life throws your way. As you build this resilience, you also inspire those around you, serving as a beacon of strength and hope for others who may be struggling. Ultimately, rising above is about embracing your journey, including the struggles and triumphs along the way. It is a lifelong commitment to self-improvement and a dedication to living authentically, despite the pressures and expectations of the world. By choosing to rise above, you empower yourself to create a life that reflects your values and aspirations, allowing you to navigate challenges with grace and confidence. This journey is not always easy, but it is profoundly rewarding, leading to deeper self-awareness, greater resilience, and a more meaningful existence.